Good morning, YouTube. We are on the west end of Lake Bilsby in Cannon Falls, Minnesota. Up the little ways up the Cannon River, testing out the new motor. I upgraded from the Harbor Freight 3-horse to a Briggs and Stratton 5.5 horse for my Mini Swamp Runner kit. The Mini Swamp Runner is a little tricky because you've got a 5/8 shaft instead of a 3/4 shaft, so you don't have as many options for the motors. This is about the biggest motor you can get that's a bolt-on for the Mini Swamp Runner kit. So far, I'm pretty impressed with it. I would say I'm getting, well, we had a GPS in here on the last trip, which I did not do any video on, and my top speed going downstream, one person in the boat, was about 9 miles an hour. And before, with the 3.5 horse Harbor Freight motor, I'd say I was lucky if I was getting 4. So definitely worth the added expense and the added weight. This motor by itself is about 9 pounds heavier than the 3.5 horse Harbor Freight. And at first I was a little apprehensive about that, seeing as that the motor mount, or not the motor mount, but the mount to the transom is a smaller, more lightweight affair than, say, the medium kit or the large kit. I called Swamp Runner. They said no problem at all with strength on there. I was going to upgrade to a larger motor mount, and they said, well, there's really no reason to. All you're doing is adding weight. So on their recommendation, specifically for this motor and this kit, decided to not do anything with the motor mount and just use it stock. And it's pretty much a one-for-one swap out. Took me 45 minutes tops. Unbolted all the stuff off my Harbor Freight 3-horse and bolted this one up. I did a little break-in in the driveway without the drive shaft on it, or the prop shaft. And yeah, everything's been doing real well. Like I said, this is the second trip out. I'm real happy. I was going upstream against rapids, farther up north that way, or excuse me, west that way upstream, and pretty much hit the limit of where I can go on this river west. It gets real shallow and real rocky. So I did go through some pretty good rapids that were deep enough to get prop depth, and I was pretty happy with the power, the added power and torque that I have with this motor. And we'll do some video here. I'll edit it up. Got to adjust the idle. good. Got a bunch of pelicans on our right side here. These guys a little wide berth here. Oh, sorry. Now we're out into the big lake. Moving pretty darn good. That's all for now.